Hi Blackbird and Shay art students. I'm hoping you have a great start to your week and had a great weekend and you're out enjoying the cold but really nice sunshine. So this week I'm going to read you a book, My Sister's Rusty Bike. It is a book that I had from my collection from when I was young. It was given to me as a birthday gift, and I have read it a lot of times. It's a rhyming book too, and has really great illustration, and it's all about going on an adventure. So, My Sister's Rusty Bike. I will read the pages, and then I will show you the pictures. I once rode around America on my sister's rusty bike. I found some crazy places and some folks I think you'll like. I met some gals, I met some guys, I met their critters too. And though you may be dubious, I swear it's all true. I rode to Massachusetts on my sister's rusty bike and found just south of Marblehead a place I think you'll like. A gal lives there named Pat McDuff. Her cats have purple fur. They love to pile up in Pat's lap. As she pets, they purr. She's got a funny face. Those cats' eyes are really big, too. I rode to Pennsylvania, and on my sister's rusty bike, I found just west of Stony Run a place I think you'll like. A guy lives there named Gilly Gibbs. His hens laid colored eggs. In fact, they lay so many, Gil gathers them in kegs. So there's the chickens, and they lay colored eggs. I rode to West Virginia on my sister's rusty bike and found just north of Paradise a place I think you'll like. A gal lives there named Dee Lee. She loves her pink pet sheep. At night they sleep in bed with her in one warm, woolly heap. You can see the sheep's faces. I rode to Indiana on my sister's rusty bike, a place I think you'll like. I found just east of Farmersburg a place I think you'll like. A guy lives there named Buddy Biggs. His cow has spots of blue. I did not count her right side, but her left had 22. It's the blue spotted cow. I rode to Old Kentucky on my sister's rusty bike and found just south of Bowling Green a place I think you'll like. A gal lives there named Rosie Ross. She raises rose-red ducks, and every day crowds come to see in buses, cars, and trucks. I rode to Alabama on my sister's rusty bike, and I found just west of Carbon Hill a place I think you'll like. A guy lives there named Willie Weems. He's trained 24 pigs, and when Willie gets out his fiddle, they all start dancing jigs. The pigs are dancing in the woods. I rode once to Mississippi on my sister's rusty bike and found just north of Tupelo a place I think you'll like. A gal lives there named Mabel Bean, and her dog knows some awesome tricks, like barking out the ABCs and counting up to 6. I wish my dog Frida could bark the ABCs. I rode to Louisiana on my sister's rusty bike and found a place just east of Shady Oaks, a place I think you'll like. A guy lives there named Conroy Hicks. His goats sing country tunes, sad songs about unlucky love and neon-lit saloons. There's the singing goats. I rode to Oklahoma on my sister's rusty bike, and found just south of Cherokee a place I think you'll like. A gal lives there named Linda Dunn. Her horse loves TV shows, and when he wants the channel changed, he does it with his nose. I rode to Minnesota on my sister's rusty bike and found just west of Granite Falls a place I think you'll like. There lives a guy named Jojo Jones. His pets are pampered toads. Old Jojo catches all the flies, then serves them a la mode. So he serves his toads, his flies, with ice cream. Those are some pampered toads. I rode to Colorado on my sister's rusty bike and found just east of Tunerville a place I think you'll like. A guy lives there named Benny Finn. His rugs are living bears, and when Benny plugs his vacuum in, they jump on all the chairs. I rode to Arizona on my sister's rusty bike and found just north of Iron Springs a place I think you'll like. A gal lives there named Dixie Nix. She's very fond of snakes. She treats them like her dearest friends and feeds them pies and cakes. That looks a little scary to me. I rode to California on my sister's rusty bike and found just west of Santa Cruz a place I think you'll like. A guy lives there named Ike O'Day. He owns a snow white crow. He taught it how to speak and rhyme and quote from Edgar Poe, which is a famous poet, writer. I want to keep on riding on my sister's rusty bike, but found out just this morning my tire had hit a spike. A gal I know, she just came by. She'll take me into town, and when I get a patching kit, I'll be back riding around. So, for a drawing challenge this week, a question would be where would you like to ride a bike to, or drive a car to, or go to? And I did a picture of me, my bike, and riding the road to my friend's house far, far away. And it could be anywhere. It could be riding your bike to space. It could be driving a car to visit a friend. It could be taking a submarine down to the lowest part of the sea, but it's all about going on an adventure. This guy was taking his sister's rusty bike to go on an adventure, and I would love to see an adventure you would like to go on. I know we've done some similar things like this, but it's always a good one to dream and think about some places we could go or things we could do. So, my sister's rusty bike. Later this week, I'll be posting a video, I promise, of me doing a collage demonstration. So a demonstration is when I show you how I do something. So I will be taking a video of me laying out the different pieces of paper or things that I find around the house that I can use to make a collage out of. And I'll remind you what a collage is. So if you have any questions or need anything, please feel free to reach out to me on Google Classroom or on my email. But I miss you all, and I hope you're doing well. I'll see you soon. Bye.